Hey guys, and welcome to the last example in finding coefficients and generating functions. And in this example we have partial fraction, and we have to find x to the power of 8 as a coefficient in it. So the first question is, what are partial fractions? Usually you take that in calculus courses, but I'll just go through it real quick. So you have this term here. It's usually a number on top, or a polynomial, divided by another polynomial. So what you want to do is decompose it into each root. So the way you're going to have this is x minus 3 is a root, x minus 2 is a root, and x minus 2 squared is another root. So let me point at the x squared. Alright, so that's the three roots of this equation. So you're going to split them up, and you're going to try to figure out the number on top. So the way to do this is, if you have 1 over x minus 3, x minus 2 squared. So that will be equal to, the first thing you want to do is identify your roots. So in this case, you have x minus 3, x minus 2, and x minus 2 squared. Alright, so that's your three roots, and you're going to figure out what the numbers are. So what number will be on top here. Alright, so for now you're going to put a, b, and c instead of these circles here. So you have a, b, and c. So just put a plus. And you're going to try to find a, b, and c now. Alright, so now you're going to multiply by the root. So multiply by the root, which is this. So in this case, you're going to multiply by x minus 3 and x minus 2 squared. So if we do that, we'll get 1 on the left hand side, since we're multiplying by everything here. These two terms get cancelled out, and that will be equal to a, let me just write it on the same line. So a, x minus 3 and x minus 2 squared divided by x minus 3 plus b times x minus 3 and x minus 2 squared. That's divided by x minus 2 plus c and x minus 3 and x minus 2 squared. That will be divided by x minus 2 squared. Alright, so now you're going to start cancelling out the terms. So here x minus 3 will cancel out x minus 3, x minus 2 squared is going to cancel out x minus 2, and x minus 2 squared is going to cancel out with x minus 2 squared. So you're going to be left with 1 is equal to a and x minus 2 squared plus b and x minus 3 and x minus 2 plus c times x minus 3. Alright, so now we're going to expand these terms, and we're going to get, let's see, 1 is equal to a times x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus b times x squared minus 5x plus 6 plus c times x minus 3. Alright, so now we expanded the terms, and we're going to expand the a's, b's, and c's now. Alright, and for each coefficient you want to keep track of it. So the x squared, so all the x squareds and all the x's and all the constants, you want to keep track of where they are. Okay, so on the left hand side we have 1. That'll be 1 is equal to Alright, so for the x squared, you have a times x squared. Okay, to get rid of the bracket. So you have a and x squared minus 4ax plus 4a plus bx squared minus 5bx plus 6b. So now we're expanding the second term here. And the last term will be plus cx minus 3c. Alright, so this is the first term here. This is the second term, and this is the expansion of the third term. Alright, so now you want to group all the x squareds, all the x's, and all the constants together. So you have those two together, and those three together, and the constants go together. Alright, so if you take x squared, x and the constant as a common factor, so you have 1 is equal to x squared is a common factor, and you have a plus b. And then you have x is a common factor, and you have minus 4a minus 5b plus c. And then you have the constants are left, so you have 4a plus 6b minus 3c. Okay, and you have a plus in front of all of them. Okay, so now for this equation you have, the real equation is 0x squared plus 0x plus 1 is equal to this. But we don't really need to write the 0x squared. But because we have x squared over here on both sides now, you can make a plus b equals to 0, because a plus b have an x squared and 0 has an x squared. So our first equation will be a plus b equals to 0. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing for the second equation. We have an x, and the number that's next to x is minus 4a minus 5b plus c. And on the left hand side you have an x, but there's a 0 in front of it. So you can just go minus 4a minus 5b plus c equals 0. And likewise for the last equation, you have 4a plus 6b minus 3c. But this one's different because here we have a constant, and over here we have a constant, so these are x to the power of 0. So this will be equal to 1. And now we have all our three equations. And from this point, it's just simultaneous equations. You're going to have a equals to minus b, and you're going to use that in the other two equations. So a is equal to minus b, you're going to have 4b minus 5b plus c equals 0. And here you'll have 4 minus 4b plus 6b minus 3c equals to 1. And if you add them up, you should get minus b plus c equals to 0. And here you'll have 2b minus 3c equals to 1. Alright, so now we have minus b plus c equals 0 and 2b minus 3c equals to 1. Alright, so if you add these two up, actually I'll multiply the equation on top by 2. So you'll get, so here you multiply by 2. It's just a regular simultaneous equation. So this will give you minus 2b plus 2c equals to 0 and 2b minus 3c equals to 1. And that should cancel out. Two b's together, you'll be left with minus c equals to 0. So c is equal to, minus c is equal to 1, and c is equal to negative 1. So now we found one of our one of the numbers. So c is equal to minus 1. So just replace that into the upper equation. You'll get 2b. So I'm replacing c is equal to minus 1 in here. Plus 3 is equal to 1. And that will give you 2b is equal to minus 2. And if you divide by 2, you get b is equal to minus 1. And since we know that a is equal to minus b, therefore a is equal to 1. So here we have a, b, and c. So what does this tell us? Now we have the numbers on top. So we have our a, we have b, we have c. Alright, so 1 divided by x minus 3 and x minus 2 squared can be decomposed to 1 over x minus 3 minus 1 over x minus 2 minus 1 over x minus 2 squared. And here this is a, this is b, and this is c. Alright, so this was the first half of this question. I'll stop right now and I'll continue the rest in the next question, in the next tutorial, where we'll actually find the coefficient of x to the power of 8. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video.